Hi, I'm Deanna, and this is Jackie. Welcome to Glow and Peace. Okay, in today's video, I'm going to share with you how I was able to grow my hair from last year to this time. As you saw in the thumbnail, this is my hair. This is stretched curly. That was my hair stretched, right? How I was able to grow my hair in this long in under a year with just 3 simple steps. Okay, I'm actually going to tell you the steps because you probably aren't going to understand. That's why I'm going to explain. But the 3 simple steps are stimulate, strengthen, seal. Now I'm gonna get into all of that right now. I actually just took my hair out of cornrows. I had my hair in a sew-in, and this is how much hair was underneath the sew-in. So because I wasn't gonna flat iron my actual hair, so we're actually gonna be doing step 1 on camera, which is stimulate. I was starting, scalp massaging is how you stimulate growth, okay? If I seem all over the place, just bear with me, guys. I have a lot of thoughts that just come in, and they do like this. Just follow along, okay? Follow along. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, stimulate. I didn't understand anything about like scalp oiling. However, I would scalp massage all the time, because when you're scalp massaging, what are you doing? You're promoting blood flow. So that is why every day I'm going to be doing a growth challenge, and the growth challenge is like 5 scalp massages daily. Not necessarily oiling 5 times, but scalp massaging. And this is how you scalp massage. Ready? You're going to take either an electric scalp massager, mine is over there, or you're going to take your hands, you're going to put your hands here, and you're going to scalp over skull. This is not a scalp massage, y'all. Y'all moving y'all hair around and wondering why the hair is not growing, okay? Take your hands by your ears. You want to feel like you're applying pressure to your scalp and move your scalp along. That's why I love electric scalp massagers. I'm not going to get mine from all the way over there because it's charging. But that's why I love electric scalp massages, okay? Because you can feel your scalp moving, and you just go all around your head. If you were to do an electric scalp massage, which runs the Confear one, it's in the description box, 5 times a day, which is 10 minutes each, every single day, that alone is going to help you stimulate so much growth, okay? But to help block any DHT, you need something with rich in carcinic acid. Now rosemary is very rich in carcinic acid, and because rosemary and basil are very rich in carcinic acid. And so I was looking at, okay, what are the best oils, because you should not be using rosemary essence by itself, right? But this is actually my oil for my company. It is Deanna's Breakthrough Formulas, the name of my company. Ooh, what a nice shot. And this is my rosemary extreme hair growth promoting rosemary herb scalp oil. And the reason why it's called extreme hair growth promoting and not extreme hair growth is because I think it's very misleading to title anything that says hair growth, right? It's going to promote growth. It's going to promote a lot of growth, but I feel like that's why strengthen and seal are important, because that's the only way you're going to protect the length and the ends of your hair, right? This is just going to stimulate growth. A lot of times, years ago on my natural hair journey, I was unable to see growth because I was not managing the length or the ends. So we'll get into that, but the main thing is you want to promote growth. Now DHT is like wrapped itself. People who have androgenic alopecia, male pattern baldness, or you just have thinner hair, that there are DHT. Now DHT is converted to testosterone. What is it? DHT, testosterone is converted into DHT. So the carcinic acid in the rosemary, which is high in rosemary, basil, oregano, thyme, and this is formulated with a lot of rosemary, it wraps itself around the DHT is wrapped around the root of your hair. So this basically, the carcinic acid binds the enzyme that converts DHT to testosterone to DHT. Therefore, if the DHT is wrapped around the root of your hair will not have access to the blood supply. And if it doesn't have access to the blood supply, it really doesn't matter how much you're scalp massaging. I mean, it helps, but not as much as if you eliminate the DHT or greatly reduce it. So the reason why I said it has a lot of rosemary is all Deanna's Breakthrough Formula products are nutrient rich. I was really tired of having products saying they're high in this and not, which is why I made it myself, because this is the only way I know that rosemary is going to be in this, and the rosemary herb itself is in it. I buy the herb, or we buy the herb, the company buys the fresh herb, and then we dry it out, and we get it nice and powderized, and then it is immersed through a very thorough and heated process to really steep the oils. We only use 4 main oils, which is black cumin oil, which is also promotes hair growth, extra virgin olive oil, Jamaican black castor oil, and I always forget flaxseed oil, which also reduces DHT. I don't know how I can forget. I have a whole collection of flaxseed oil. But this, I'm actually going to put some on my scalp right now. This is the consistency. Can look like a serum. It depends on how long we let the oil sit. We try to let it sit for a really long time, like a long time, so it almost can look a little murky. That's a good sign. But sometimes it looks clear like an oil, and that just depends on a lot of things, temperature, a lot of things, right? The type of pot used, like the type of equipment used, because we use these giant steel pots to make it. So alright, so I'm just adding, you gotta be generous when you scalp oil, okay? Because them 3 little dots are not gonna do anything, okay? I see y'all scalp oiling, and it's, first of all, the smell. Get into the smell, okay? It is a earthy, I forget what I have in the scent profile. The website has the scent profile. It's like a really pleasing earthy aroma. It's very subtle, but it's definitely there, and I love this oil, and I'm gonna have to drench my scalp because I think I cut a little bit of my hair out when I was taking out my sewing. So no worries, you know, my hair has recovered from a lot. She's pretty resilient. I'm gonna put some more on, but I'm just gonna start with this. So this is the consistent, you saw the consistency. So I'm just gonna, I even oil my hair with it, like if I need a little oil in my hair, I'll put it, but that's usually after it's been moisturized, not like when it's dry like this. Oh wow, it's so pretty. I haven't seen my hair. Wow, this is beautiful. Okay, I never thought my hair would be this length. So yeah, scalp massaging is everything. And if you have an oil that works for you, by all means. I was just suggesting my company oil because I know what I put. I know it's nutrient rich, and I would never suggest to you guys anything I would use for myself. I just wouldn't. It's not ethical. It's not practical. You understand? So this is the, whoa, that's a lot of hair. Dang. How did all this fit under the sewing? That's why the sewing didn't look, I was like, why is it not completely flat? It's like, hello? So, yeah, I'm gonna scalp oil more off camera, but I just wanted you guys to see. Remember, you're not playing with your hair, okay? You are adding pressure. So, in I know in a lot of Indian culture, they do it a specific way. It's like they go at the crown of the head and they push. Imagine like you're kneading, your head is the dough, your scalp is the dough. You don't knead the dough by just playing around in it. You gotta knead the dough, okay? Like I said, the electric scalp massager does this a little quicker, and it does it, you can feel it making indents in your scalp. It shouldn't be enough to obviously dig into your brain, but like you want to feel pressure on your scalp because that is how you're going to stimulate blood flow, and as you stimulate blood flow, you'll stimulate the nutrients. That's where the diet comes in. I'm going to save that towards the end because I think one of the biggest myths is just eat healthy and your hair will grow. And that's not how hair growth works, okay? You don't, and I say this as someone who is a cancer survivor. If you don't know, now you know. I'm a two-time cancer survivor. And when I got it the second time, the main thing is you needed to eat healthy. Like, you had to eat healthy. Like, you gotta eliminate processed foods. You have to have grass-fed beef and pasture-raised eggs and organic pasture-raised chicken. Like, everything about my diet had to be clean. And that did nothing for my hair. Then again, I wasn't focused on hair growth. I was focused on not dying. But I'm just saying, I already had a healthy lifestyle. I just didn't understand these 3 steps. And I don't think most people do. I think most people do indirectly, but I guess I'm really graced to be able to articulate them. So now that we understand, like, step 1 is all about stimulation, and we'll get into nutrition at the end, because it's important. Don't get me wrong, it's important. Don't get me wrong, but the second step is to strengthen, okay? My best suggestion, and I have plenty of wash day videos, but I'm going to be making more wash day videos, and I do have a ton on my channel. Like, I'll put some in the description box, and if in case I forget to do that, just do Glow in Peace wash day and you'll see my wash days. I recommend mini twists. Don't ask me, what about this? What about this? You heard me say mini twist, right? Like, you heard me say mini twist. Mini twist, what about mini braids? Like, what do I say? And I have to say this, because y'all don't be listening in the comments. You be saying what you want to hear. You want me to agree with you. You want me to say, but I like doing this. Baby, I understand you like wash and goes, but I said mini twist. So if you don't want to do what I'm saying, that's fine. But don't expect me to counsel you on something I'm not going to. I don't mini twists. The reason why I'm saying mini twists are because mini twists are the best way to retain length, okay? They are the best way to retain length. You can do them on stretched hair. I have my Rev Hair. Thanks, Rev Hair. I'm a Rev Hair partner, by the way. And I'm not just saying it because I'm a partner. I'm saying this because I wanted to work with Rev Hair long before I became a partner. If you're been around on my channel, you guys have heard me say this, because it's a way to stretch your hair without heat damage. I digress. Mini twists are a way to retain your length. You can moisturize your hair through the mini twist, and you can keep your mini twist set in for a month, up to a month and a half, 2 months. I would say 4 to 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, redo your set. Like, take them out the twist, wash, section, do it all again. So strengthening your hair is very important. The thing about it is, you need something to strengthen your hair with. Now, if I was struggling to find a good curl cream, right, I would take a curl cream, an existing curl cream, and what I would do is I would add MSM powder and oils and stuff to it to get it to be strengthened, because MSM powder, methyl sulfonyl is a naturally occurring form of sulfur. Now, our hair is made up of disulfide bonds. These are the bonds that literally comprise our hair. Now, if the bonds are broken, this is what caused, like, heat damage can break. The reason why heat damage is you're breaking these bonds, right? Chemical damage breaks these bonds. So in order to maintain the bonds of our hair strengthened, thus we're going to grow our hair, because whatever promotes strengthening is promoting growth, right? That's what you need for your hair, to strengthen it. So obviously, if an oil, you're trying to mix a butter with MSM, it's not completely mixable. Also, the pre-existing, like, on the market, I could never find a curl cream that was suitable for my hair. It was always too not thick enough for my type for hair. I needed something to weigh it down. So a part of my company is I created 2 kind of curl creams. This is Coils. This is the one for type 4 and type 3 to type 3C hair, and then the Curls cream, which is like for wavy or looser. And I have I have clients I know personally, and then I know the company has clients that are type 1 and type 2. They use that one. What makes this dope, other than it's part of the mango butter and flaxseed oil collection, is that it is, again, nutrient rich, and it's rich in mango butter and flaxseed oil. I formulated all these products, so I made sure. By the way, I went to school for molecular and cell biology. I was going to be a doctor, but I decided to start my own company, and I really wanted to have products that were rich, like nutrient rich. So mango butter, flaxseed oil, and coconut milk are pretty much a big portion of the product. Now, you do need other things, which we call fillers, but you do need things to give products consistency, like cetyl alcohol, cetyl alcohol. Those are plant-based fatty acids. Stearic acid, which is derived from coconut oil. This is what gives a product body, which is what you need. Otherwise, you're going to have a hot, soupy mess of mango butter, flaxseed oil, coconut milk that is not emulsified. And then you also have BTSM, BTMS, I always confuse the two. Behydramonium methyl sulfate 25. That's what it is. I'm also tired. I came back from LA and I'm still kind of jet lagged. Anyway, this is the consistency. Let me see. I don't know if you guys can. It's thick. It's really thick. See how thick it is? Like, you understand how thick? It's very thick. Like, and if you go on the company, read the reviews, by the way. If you're like, no, she's just talking, and if you've ever bought from DBF, leave a comment, because you could help someone. And it's not just, oh, I just want the business. Like, yeah, I obviously want to grow my business. I'm not slow, but I'm saying this company is very different from every other hair care company, because most companies aren't going to do what we're doing. It's more expensive to formulate products this way. It's more expensive to formulate products that are nutrient rich, rather than say this is the, I don't know, coconut oil hair cream, and coconut oil is not really in it. Like, this is the mango butter and flaxseed oil collection for a reason, right? That's the rosemary herb oil for a reason, because rosemary and basil are up in there. And if you go on the website, it'll tell you that, like, for the products, what products are like the most in there, and it's what's advertised. So when I install my mini twist and on my remoisturization days, this is what I use. And sometimes I add some coconut oil blue magic hair grease in it if I feel like it. Other times I just use this. Now I can use the curls cream for my hair. Technically it doesn't weigh my hair down enough, but it is super rich as well, and that has more slip because it is not as thick, if that makes sense. So yes, you definitely need a solid curl cream. If you have a solid curl cream for your hair, stick with it. Like, this is not me telling you to buy and you have stuff that works for you. But if you're looking for a thick curl cream to weigh your hair down, I wholeheartedly, recommend our Coils cream. Or if you like, I need a curl cream but I can't be too heavy, then the Coils cream. And go on the website and look at the reviews, because people are like, this works, and I'm like, this is crazy, like how I formulated something and it's working. That's crazy, because who am I? I mean, it's truly insane. So this feels really good, by the way. So yeah, I think part of it was actually my dad's idea to form the company. So everyone say thank you, Mr. East, because that's my dad, Patrick East. He was the one who's inspired me to start the company, because when my YouTube channel video went viral in 2022 about how I grew my hair, I didn't have a company, but my dad was like, you could start one. And I knew nothing. I knew nothing. I went to school and I understand how labs and experiments, I understand that, and I did research in my undergrad, but I never thought I could do this. And by the grace of God, I've done this, and it's crazy. Thank you guys for supporting, and I'm so happy it's working for you. So please, 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 please make sure you're strengthening your hair. This is you, and that, like I said, oh, did I mention it has MSM? I'm screaming, I said everything but that. MSM is really in there. Each bottle, each jar has a lot of MSM powder, obviously diluted into it. That's what's the strengthening aspect of the product. It has a ton of MSM in there. So I don't have to, that's what I love about the products. Like before, with other products on the market, like I gotta add this and that, and I was tired of doing that. And on YouTube, people were saying like, hey, how much MSM and how much oil and how much this and how much that, and I'm like, you know what, I would rather make it and sell it. And someone was like, you know what, I'm not a chemist, I don't know what you think, who you think I am, Deanna, but mixing and shuffling girl, I'm not doing that. Like I'm not doing that. And I was like, I feel you. By the way, I never wear my hair out on my channel, but like I said, I took it out my cornrows. First of all, she braided that hair down. I knew the install was gonna be fire by the braid down, because that braid down was lethal. Okay, thank you. Like, she braided that hair down to be fitting under the sewing. Like, that was crazy. Okay, so yeah, make sure you're strengthening your hair through that, and also strengthening your hair through a deep conditioner as well that fits into it. I have a video, I think the first video that went viral is talking about the mixture, but I'll be doing another wash day, especially with the challenge. Like, the challenge is gonna have several videos that go with it, because when I tell you my goal is, see how my hair is here, well, it's longer than here, but let's call it, okay, let's see, it's here. I want it tailbone. I want my natural hair tailbone. That's my goal. I want it tailbone. I remember my first goal was to get it to shoulder length. Technically it is waist length, it's just not flat iron. So okay, it's long is what I'm trying to say. So strengthening the hair, I have a whole protein rich deep conditioner. We are formulating, and by we I mean me, because I formulate the products. Okay, I am in the process of formulating a deep conditioner. But I want to take my time with that, because I want it to be the bomb, just like everything else is the bomb. So strengthening your hair is key, and you're strengthening your hair through technically it's the lock method. So when I say lock method, it's important that you guys understand to strengthen your hair is liquid, oil, cream, and then the last step, which is seal. So on your remoisturization days, post your wash day, you installed your mini twist, because that's what I said. You're gonna start with liquid. This liquid could be a combination of water or water plus as your liquid or slash your leave-in conditioner, like a cream leave-in. It depends on your hair. You know your hair better than obviously I do, so it depends on what my hair needs, right? Sometimes I'll just spray a little water, sometimes I'll spray some like rose water, it's very hydrating, or sometimes I'll do a little water and a little leave-in, right? It depends on what my hair needs. After that, then I will, oop, it went out of focus, oh good. After that, I take a blend of I do half olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, half avocado oil, and I add a little rosemary extract. But I am also planning on doing a version of the scalp oil in a hair oil. This hair oiling itself is very much how you strengthen your hair. So then I take my olive oil, avocado, rosemary essence, and I'm saying, if you only do it if you know how to dilute the oil, because a lot of people say rosemary essence burns my scalp, and it's like, well, you're not supposed to put the plain rosemary essential oil on your scalp. One, you have to know how to dilute it. So Google like ratio, like Google it, like don't just put as much as you think if you're not familiar with product formulation, or you'll burn your scalp and it will irritate your scalp and it will cause itchiness, irritation, and you don't want that, because nothing grows with itchiness and irritation. Alright, so liquid, leave-in water, rose water, lavender water, those are great. Or aloe vera juice, if you have refrigerated coconut milk, all those are great hydrating L's in your leave-in liquid, you understand, liquid. Okay, then oil, like I said, I use my oil on my mini twists, make sure they're fully coated, and I'm very liberal. Cream, I have my my Coils cream, or you use the curls cream or whatever curl cream you want to use. And then the last step is seal. This is the most important. The stimulation, okay, it's all important, but this is like the key thing that I started retaining length. If anybody tells you that length retention is about scalp stimulation, they clearly have no idea what they're talking about. It's like the same oxymoron as a hydrating oil, because oil is not supposed to hydrate. Oil is supposed to seal in moisture. Okay, I invented, so not just like formulated. Yes, I formulated it, but I invented this sealant butter. This is called Deanna sealant butter, and it's called that mainly because I invented it. But this product was formulated by an accident, and I realized it sealed my ends. And what do I mean by sealed ends? Because it's not a common term. Most people don't talk about that. Well, I mean, the ends. My hair is dry because I just took out a cornrows. But granted that it wasn't dry and it was all looped, what I would do is, maybe I can just show you guys on a section of hair just to show you. So you see how like the ends of my hair is kind of dry? It's kind of dry. Imagine it's like all dry and stuff, right? So let's say I were to take the sealant butter. I'm trying, maybe if I show you, I got hair on my lips. Okay, good. So you're gonna take the sealant butter and just put that in the ends of your hair, and I want to see if it works. And mind you, my hair is bone dry, ain't been moisturized, but you understand how it's starting to seal my ends, and it's sealing my ends. I probably need to trim a little bit, but the point of what I'm saying is it seals the ends of your hair. Okay, I'm definitely gonna trim this a little bit, but you're seeing like, oh wow, the curls are starting to form again. It seals the ends of your hair, and it does that because it is more so formulated with mango butter, with coconut milk, with flaxseed oil, and we use cold pressed organic flaxseed oil, which is what I love about it. It gives it that nice rich, like pigmenty yellow, and it makes it gives the product a richness to it. Okay, and if you know anything about cold pressed oils, I mean, they're not refined, and it takes more to get it, and it's just, I love working with organic cold pressed flaxseed oil because that is what gives sealant butter, because there's more in it, that unique kind of goldish hue to it, and it's super effective. Like, I cannot believe, out of all the people on this earth, oh my gosh, okay, Look at this. You see how the curls are starting to form? Mind you, I haven't washed my hair. My hair is dry. Like, it's dry. Like, I literally just took it out of braids. I had no moisture, no nothing in it, okay? Like, I'm sure I got a comb, not comb through my hair, finger detangle, because I don't comb my hair. I don't. Like, even this. What is this? I see the strings from like this, from the sewing. See, like there was shed hair because I didn't finger detangle my way through it. But the point of what I'm saying is, sealing my ends change on my mini twist. As I think someone reviewed and said like it's a mini twist staple, because if you ever see your mini twist starting to get a little frayed, you just take your finger and wrap your finger, or just clump it like I do. I have so many demonstrations on my channel with this. But sealing your ends is what's going to retain the length, because length is retained from the ends, growth is stimulated from the scalp, and the strands are stimulated from the mid, okay? That's why your hair is like a plant. You want to make sure from the rooter to the actual tuta that everything is being cared for. And there has never been another product formulated for the ends of hair, at least type 4 hair. Not to my knowledge, there hasn't been. I'm the first one to come up with it, which is why it's such a huge deal, which is why it's always sold out, because all the products, especially the sealant butter, have to be made in small batches, and they're handcrafted, by the way. One day when we get a factory, I don't know how to make the factory handcraft them. I mean, I feel like to an extent, like even like there has to be some handcrafted nature to it at all times, even as the company grows, because I don't completely trust robots, but okay. But they all have to be made in small batches, which is why we are sold out. And I think, nope, we're back in stock now, which is a long time coming, because we've been out of stock for a while, and it takes a while because we get vendors, we try to get from great vendors. The point, you know, raw ingredients from great vendors, but the point I'm saying is sealing my ends changed my life. Now, some black women will tell, like, when I've said this on TikTok, they're like, you didn't need to invent that. All you needed was some coconut oil or some blue magic grease and water. It's like, you know, don't you think I tried everything before having to start a company? Like, this wasn't just to make money. Like, I was trying to, these products were for me. It's actually harder to run the company than it is to have just been a content creator, because running the company, I still have to be a content creator, which is why I have to take so many steps back from YouTube often, because it's like I gotta work the company, I gotta make the content. It's hard, and I can't always do it. And my mental health, my spiritual health, that's gotta come first, boo. So, you know, it's very difficult running the business. And people say, oh, you're just trying to, on TikTok, they're like, you're just trying to blah blah blah, and I block them because who has time for that? Not I. And I want you to know this company was formed from the bottom of my heart. Everything is intentional. All the ingredients are intentional. The scents are intentional. The fragrances, the essential oil, every aspect, the nutrient-rich formulation, that is what sets the company apart. Because I don't think any company, you know, well, I don't know what they can do, but I know for me and my company, and Jackie's my executive assistant, for our company, everything is nutrient-rich. There's not one thing where it's like, we have created or will create, and it's like, is that really in there? Because it's in there, because I made sure it was in there, because there was why I formed the company. Like, understand, like why make the product if I then have to add more stuff? That's stupid. So sealing my ends has transformed my, if you guys have understood anything, understood that sealing my ends literally has been able to help me retain all the length, stimulated, from the scalp massaging, okay? That's what's been helping me retain the length. If you've ever used the sealant butter and it's been effective for you, please, like, leave a comment or a review if you want to. But, you know, I want people to understand, like, this is something that has never been done, and it's not traditional, and it's not, but it's happening. And I pray, you know, and my hope is that it will be used more and people will understand, like, oh my gosh. And, you know, I feel like maybe companies might try and make this, but it's hard to replicate a nutrient rich product. You know, they can try, but I don't know if it will be nutrient rich, you know. That's just me. I think I'm definitely being scoped, but that's just my theory. And I love the sealant butter with all my heart. It is my favorite. I don't know, when the oil came out, I don't know, because the sales in the oil were going we're going neck and neck with the sealant butter. I was checking the analytics. I said, oh, the sealant butter was looking at the oil, and the oil was looking at the sealant butter. They was tussling a little bit, I fear. But I love the sealant butter because while you can find rosemary oils and even make oils yourself if you wanted to do that, this you can't find anywhere but Deanna's Breakthrough Formula, because it doesn't exist outside this company. And I love it because it's the only thing I've ever used to fully retain length. So yeah, those are the 3 steps: stimulate, strengthen, seal. To touch on like why nutrition, and people say, oh, nutrition is, you know, it's so big, like you just gotta eat healthy and drink water and then your hair will grow. And it's like, well, that's false. Some people don't have to be as intentional when it comes to hair care. Some people just exist and their hair grows and they're able to retain the length, and they don't necessarily have to think about that. And then people will ask them, what did you do to grow your hair? And they said, I just eat healthy and drink water. And I don't like to say genetics, because genetics controls a couple things. Genetics controls your hair type, so like type 1, type 2, type 3, right? It controls your hair type and controls the pigment. But genetics controls terminal length. Terminal length is the most your hair can grow. Now, based on your hair texture, right? If you have type 1 hair, and genetics controls the rate at which your hair grows. So if you have type 2A hair, and obviously your ends are technically sealed, and you just have normal hair care, and you genetically have faster hair growth, where you're going to see more growth and length retention because of the hair texture. But someone like me with type 4 hair, who I don't know if I genetically don't have a faster rate of hair growth outside of like the scalp massaging, which is what it's accelerating the hair growth, right? I have to work a little harder, but it is possible. So people say like, people can be very discouraging, because they'll say like, if you're not born with it, you'll never have it. And I'm living proof that you can have it. Like I remember when my hair was like by my ear and I wanted it to be shoulder length, and then last year I remember when I stretched my hair and it was curly, and I wanted it longer. Now it's even that, you know what I'm saying? Like, because if I stretch it more, it's longer, right? So, you know, I'm saying that it is possible. Where nutrition comes in is that, you know, and this is why I'm going to be making more lifestyle and health content out, you know, I don't want to say outside of hair, because it's all connected. Because it's like, how can I tell you to have healthy hair growth without telling you like how I go to the gym and how I'm on a weight loss journey and how I eat a lot of protein? It's like everything is connected. Because when you're doing scalp massaging, right? Scalp massaging, okay? All the nutrients go to you're rushing all those nutrients to your scalp, and it's feeding the hair. You don't want to feed your hair hot Cheetos. You want to feed your hair protein and amino acids. You want to feed your hair leafy greens. Like, that's what you want to be feeding your hair. You want to make sure that you're getting exercise. Baby, if you don't have a healthy lifestyle, don't worry about hair growth. You got other things to be focused on, which is why I'm making more content about working out and glow up and feeling good, because hair care is a holistic journey. It's not separate. I'm just saying those 3 steps I mentioned were the things that really boosted it, but it is not separate of living a healthy lifestyle or striving to live a healthy lifestyle. I noticed earlier in the year, because I was so stressed, as I was stressed, my edges were thinning because of the stress. So being a soft girl, you're probably like, oh, she's traveling and this and that, and she's making travel vlogs. What does that have to do with hair? Because it's all connected. Traveling is how I stay sane. Traveling is how that's my thing. My dad was like, oh, your favorite place is the airport. I'm like, you absolutely right. That's my spot. That's my spot. You'll catch me on a plane, because you're not going to stress me out. Not anymore. Okay? So everything is connected. You want to make sure you're eating well. When I say well, I mean low inflammatory. So that is not a lot of refined carbs. So try thinking meeting protein goals, right? If you're trying to get 30 grams of protein with each meal 3 times a day, what room do you have left for a whole big thing of pasta? And it's not to say you shouldn't eat carbs. I'm just saying focus on your protein goals, especially if you're trying to lose weight like I am, right? So for instance, something I'll have for breakfast would be a peanut butter smoothie, or if you know, almond butter if you want. And that peanut butter smoothie has about 35 grams of protein, and it contains a banana, 2 tablespoons of creamy Trader Joe's peanut butter. What else? A scoop of bone broth protein powder, which is like 20 grams of protein, soy milk, and oats, flax seeds, and just a little honey and a scoop of creatine powder for some energy, right? That's alone is 35 grams of protein. All right, for lunch I tend to have, I'm a salad girl. Today I had a steak Caesar salad. Okay, steak Caesar salad. Got the bag Caesar mix because I work, okay, and I create content, which is work. So I had that with like a 6 or 8 ounce sirloin, right? And then for dinner I'll be having a lot of curry chicken and some rice and broccoli. Like that in and of itself is that's at least 30 grams of protein a day, right? So what room do you have left for processed foods when you're meeting your protein goals, and thus you're feeding your hair, especially when you're doing those scalp massages? And then there's supplements that help, like saw palmetto is a great supplement. I'm starting to take it and I'm seeing a bit of a difference, but I'm starting to take it consistently. Fenugreek is great for 2 big things. It's great for hair growth, well, not 2. It's great for breast growth. If you're trying to grow your boobs, fenugreek. Unless you're allergic to peanuts, don't have fenugreek, because I have read and heard, thank you to people in my comment section, that fenugreek can behave very similarly to peanuts. So no fenugreek for you, sorry, don't know what to tell you. But fenugreek, if you're not, for the boobs, like fenugreek capsules, like I take ones that have, it's 3,000 milligrams a serving 3 times a day, you know, for your hair. I don't like the way it smells like the oil, but like I use fenugreek powder in my hair mask. So fenugreek is a great supplement. Those are the 2. I'm only talking about the ones that I use. So saw palmetto, fenugreek, those are my favorites so far that I like using. If you have your favorite supplements, you let me know, or and MSM as well. Like you can take MSM orally. I'm starting to do that as well in my when I make green juice, and I put like collagen protein in that, and I stir it in that, and that's what I have. So I'm definitely making more lifestyle content, because I have to show you that hair growth is a process. It's not just I used any of the products. Like this is not just you slap a product on your hair. Like first of all, every product I mentioned is not a product where you can just put the sealant butter. If I just, whoa, it's curly. You see how bone, because everywhere else on my hair is bone dry. So I'm just showing you how the sealant butter really seals. Like she is that girl. Very thick, very unique texture, unique formulation, beautiful. And it's just not, and I don't think it's just my opinion, it's a lot of other people's opinion too. I'm just saying. But yeah, I definitely have to make some lifestyle content, because I can't just have y'all here thinking I just use my products and then goodbye. Like it's a whole way I take care of myself. I have a whole way that's why in my other videos where I have like wash day, I always show my food, because nutrition is important. Like it is important, but it's not going to be, if you're not having a healthy diet, then your hair is not going to grow. I want to disband that myth. Okay, are you guys getting it? Like, is it sinking in? Is it clicking or is it clacking? Because I need to know. Like, I need to know that y'all are understanding me in English or whatever language you're translating this from, because there are people who follow me from different places around the world. Okay, so I hope this helps get you a better understanding of what I do, what I've done, even from last year to this year, to grow my hair, and what I plan to keep doing. The challenge is going to be something serious, y'all. Like this is going to be like, do we have to? I'm like, listen boo, extreme results require very extreme measures. You either want the long healthy hair growth before this year ends, or you don't. Okay, if you want to modify it for you, you can, but I'm saying like this is what you're gonna have to do. I don't think I would get another sew-in this year, mainly because I took all them tracks out and I said maybe not. Maybe I just get a wig. Maybe like if I'm going, I probably just get a wig install, which is something I love with mini twists too, because with mini twists they're so versatile to wear them. But I also like, I can French braid the mini twist itself and then have like my different wigs, so it's like perfect. So I don't have to like do a full like cornrow, braid down, blow out, you know what I'm saying? Like it just works. So I'm gonna go, I should eat my curry chicken. Jackie, do you have anything to say? Oh, she was with her boyfriend Roger, and I asked her to come film this video, and she's gonna go back to hanging out with him. You're so cute. Oh my gosh, you're so photogenic. Say hi, Jackie. No, your other paw. Okay, so, and Jackie is a part of the healthy lifestyle. First of all, does Jackie not radiate a healthy lifestyle? Does she not radiate princess energy? That's what I thought. Plus her boyfriend is a knight. Like, he's a whole knight. Like, his net worth is his money is very long. Okay, so don't settle, because if Jackie didn't settle, why would you? Okay, so let me know if you have any questions about the products, about all these things. If you have questions for the company about where is my product or this, that, email the company. If it's about, go on the website. Okay, listen to me. Don't put it in the comments, because the comments are not for, you're like, where's my order? Like, that's for the company. That's not necessarily for me. It's for the company. So go on the website, and you're gonna either do one of the two email address when you do contact us. If it's a question about, like, you know, general, like, what does your product have in it? Like, how is your unique? Or I just have a general question. That's info@deanna'sbreakthroughformula.com. But if it's about, just like, where's, like, shipping, where's my product, how long is it can take, stuff like that, about your order, support@deanna'sbreakthroughformula.com. That's on the website too. Just throwing that out there, because that the comment section is I mean, you can, but it's not really for me. That's for the company. You understand? Is that making sense? Is it clicking? I'm assuming it's clicking. I'll take your silence as a yes. Okay. All right, Jackie. Jackie loves you. I love you. And we'll see you in the next video.